What's up YouTube, it's Devin. Today I'm just going to be going over a few tips for the original Counter-Strike. Let's go ahead and get started. Before we jump into a game, make sure you open up console and type in FPS_max 101 to maximize your frames per second. Also, typing in rate 25,000, CL_update rate 101, and CL_CMD rate 101 will help improve your game. When first jumping into a game, most players will buy with the mouse. Avoid this habit right off the bat and start buying with the keyboard. Doing so will speed up the process of getting your equipment and will help get you into position on the map faster. Notice how fast I can purchase all the stuff I need for the round whilst using the keyboard instead of the mouse. Always buy armor before anything else because almost all weapons in the game can take out a player in one shot if they haven't already purchased a helmet. It's worth noting that when most players want to move quickly into a position after their freeze time is up, they pull out their knife. This is a common mistake, since running with a handgun is just as fast as running with your knife. Stick to the handgun. Most new players will undoubtedly feel very overwhelmed with the amount of different weapons in Counter-Strike. Every gun in this game performs differently. The truth is though, there are only a handful of guns that most intermediate and advanced players will use. On Terrorist side, you have the AK-47, the AWP, the Desert Eagle, and occasionally the MP5. On Counter-Terrorist side, you have the M4A1, the AWP, the Desert Eagle, and once again, occasionally the MP5. Moving on to aiming. Aiming in Counter-Strike is extremely important, and it is imperative that weapons be fired in short bursts. To use the AK-47 to its full advantage, the best way to fire is in twos. Strafe, and then fire in twos again. Repeating this will make your shots accurate, as well as make yourself still mobile while in a gunfight. The M4A1 works a little differently. It's a bit weaker than the AK-47, and is best used when fired in bursts of threes. Again, firing in bursts of threes and strafing left to right is your best bet when using this weapon. If you happen to encounter an enemy at close distance, another good strategy is to crouch down and spray while at the same time dragging your mouse downward to compensate for the heavy recoil. By walking silently, you can use sound to your advantage greatly. When you're the last one left up against multiple adversaries, most of the time they won't bother to walk themselves. This can give you the upper hand during that time, so always take advantage of that. Always buy a high explosive grenade. They're good for a couple reasons. One, they can weaken a group of enemies that might be rushing, and two, they can flush out an already damaged enemy from areas where bullets aren't feasible. Some players like to tap the control key when coming around corners. This gives their player a slight pop, which can make you hard to hit. It also seems to bounce your crosshair right onto the enemy, making for a quick, split-second kill. Always attempt to shoot through walls. Always. Rifles, sniper rifles, machine guns, and the Desert Eagle have the ability to shoot through thin and some thick materials, so always take advantage of this. If an enemy runs behind a wall or around a corner, anticipate where the player might be and continue to spam that spot. Most of the time, a few shots will make contact, and you might even be able to pull off a lucky headshot. This might seem like a no-brainer, but always aim for the head in Counter-Strike. Doing this eliminates any chance of your enemy ever returning fire and landing shots on you. The quicker you can take out an enemy, the faster you can move on to their teammates.
Well, that's about all the basic tips I have. Hope you enjoyed the video, and click the like button if you did, and happy hunting!